Melinda Gates book is very interesting. My cousin really insisted that I read it. I know that the last chapter is the one I will probably disagree with her on, but because my cousin and I disagree about the Gates' approach to education. Not the bringing up of people and not educating more people, but not talking to educators when they make their decisions.
It's still thinking about it. So it hasn't gone up yet.
She's like, Diz looks at me and I said, do you want, what do you need? And he just looks at me. He's thinking about it.
It's on Facebook Live.
It's on Facebook Live.
Yeah, I checked.
Okay. Curiosity.
Okay. I'm trying it one more time because it didn't work yet.
Huh.
No, it says it's up. Okay. According to this, the live stream has begun, which means that we are on Facebook Live along with being here. And I'm trying to check it on my phone so that
if you wanted to check it, what do you look it up under?
You go to Temple Concord's Facebook page and it should be on our page. Okay. So that's what theoretically should be happening. Slow. Because once I know that we've started there, then I will be ready to begin with our story in just a moment and be able to really go with things, but I'm not sure. If it doesn't show up there, we're going to do things here, and that will be what it will be for tonight. I'm learning everything, but I don't have it all done. And Rachel Kokris, yes, we are live on Facebook. I just couldn't find us on Facebook. So we'll thank Rachel for letting me know. And for the end of Shabbat, I decided the story tonight, I wanted to find a story related to Passover. And so I found an interesting story. It's a classic story. It's told both in Poland and in Tunisia. The version I have is from Poland. So the king of Galatia in Poland was missing a beautiful ring of pure gold and precious stones, and he was beside himself. So his cruel advisor Dayenu said that the Jews must have taken it in order to sell it to have money to buy the things they needed for Passover. So the king ordered that the ring had to be returned in 10 days or he was going to kill all the Jews. So needless to say, they were panicky. And so Beryl, a very poor Jewish man, was the one who decided he was going to go to see the king. And he told the king that he would identify the thief after the holiday if the king first fills his request for Passover supplies. So the king thought about it for a little bit and decided he really wanted his ring back. And so he complied, but he decided he was going to send guards with Beryl to keep an eye on him through Passover. So on the first night of Passover, when Beryl started his Seder and he said, as we all do, let all who are hungry come to eat, the hungry guards decided they would come in and be with him at his Seder. So they're at the Seder table and they're listening as everything goes on. And all of a sudden they hear Beryl start to sing, Die, Dayenu, Die, Dayenu, Die, Dayenu, 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 Die, Dayenu, Die, Dayenu, Die, Dayenu, Dayenu, Dayenu. And as they're listening, there's some other stuff. And then it gets back to the same thing again, Dayenu. And they think maybe this is really, they didn't know it was the chorus of a traditional song, that maybe it was the way that he was trying to slip them the name of the thief. So after the Seder's over, they go back to the king and they tell him that Beryl said, Dayenu, Dayenu, over and over again. So the king sends the guards over to Dayenu's house, his advisor, and it turns out they find the ring there. So Dayenu was the thief after all. and the Jews get to live in peace. And just before Passover every year, the grateful king sends the Jewish community a great gift of money to help them with Passover. So that's the story of Dayenu. And it is a story, a folk tale that's been around for a while in at least 2 different cultures and different variations. So I'm going to be trying to share each week a folk tale of one sort or another. I figured something related to Passover was definitely good for this week. And it was short and sweet, but I think it was a fun one for a little bit of a change of pace. There are many materials out there where places you can listen to stories. There's children books through PJ Library. They have different people reading them on their site. Many places to get stories that are read aloud, some by the authors, some by others, throughout this whole period of time when the kids are home. And for many of us, we're kids at heart and we love stories. So we can enjoy finding a great many of them. So I know it was shorter than last week, but that's okay. But we're going to make Havdalah tonight again. And I debated, but somebody put together a rather nice, simple slide for Havdalah. So I'm going to try it that way. Do some of you hopefully have your candles and things too? So if you have your Havdalah candle, you have your wine or juice, and you have spices, so that we can all, whether you're here at your house, wherever, you can smell something sweet for savoring the sweetness of Shabbat, taste something sweet, which in my case will be grape juice, and then we'll have the flame of the Havdalah candle. If you don't have a Havdalah candle with you, I'll hold mine up here, and when we get to the blessing for the candle, we symbolically feel the warmth of Shabbat and the light of it by putting our hands up to see the flame reflected in our nails. You won't be able to do that exactly through the computer, but you can put your hands up from a distance, and that's fine too. So I'll share the flame. So I'm going to try this and see if you can still see enough to make it worthwhile. And if not, I'm not going to continue with it. But I wanted to try it, but I'm not sure I'm going to get there so readily. Yeah, here we go. One second. Okay, so we have a beautiful beeswax candle, braided candle there to remind us that Havdalah marks the end of Shabbat. So we say goodbye to the Sabbath with a bittersweet ceremony that employs the wine, fragrance, and candlelight. And this would be the point at which we'd light our candle, if all goes well. I think I do it the other hand usually. I think this one has 6 wicks. And we sing together. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen borei peri hagafen ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 ya la 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 Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Borei minei v'samim. Borei minei v'samim. You want to take a moment to smell the sweetness of the spices, whatever the sweet thing that you have there to smell, to savor the sweetness of Shabbat through the aroma. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei meorei ha'esh, borei meorei ha'esh. Ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la, ya la 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 la. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamavdil ben kodesh lechol, hamavdil ben kodesh lechol. So we praise God and thank God for separating the sacred from the profane, light from darkness, and the seventh day of rest from the 6 days of labor, in praising God who separates the sacred from the profane. You want to take a sip of your wine or juice, and then we'll be ready to put our candles out in whatever is remaining in there. And hopefully, last week you could hear the sizzle. Hopefully you'll hear it again. And as we'll be singing at our Seders, we sing about Eliyahu Hanavi. Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi, Bimera v'yameinu, Yavo Eleinu. Imashiach ben David, Imashiach ben David, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, Eliyahu, Eliyahu Hagiladi. And we wish one another a good week. Shavua Tov. Shavua Tov, 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 Shavua Tov. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. A good week, a week of peace. May gladness reign and joy increase. So our greeting as last night was Shabbat Shalom, is Shavua Tov tonight, to have a good week. And I want to thank the rabbi from the Reformed Congregation in York, Pennsylvania, who put together these slides. He said he would share them and we didn't have to give him credit where credit is due, but it's always a good thing to do. So I'm going to take this down so we can see one another again, and to wish everyone a good week. It's a short week because, of course, Passover starts Wednesday night and we begin Seder's and we begin Pesach. So as we move from Shabbat to Passover, and then next week, of course, our bread for Motzi will be matzah, as it will be Wednesday night. And for those of us who have two Seder's, also Thursday night. And we'll once again come together for Havdalah, same time, same place next Saturday as well. So wish you all Shavua Tov and
Shavua
have
Tov.
a great week.
Shavua Tov to everyone and stay well.
Shavua Tov. And you'll be getting out the information on Earl, right?